guys, for discount off of top quality football merchandise from Kitbag, please use our code and link in the description below, just for being a Blues Fans TV subscriber and an awesome Chelsea fan.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to Blues Fans TV. Welcome back to another preview, and this is the fixture that you guys have all been looking forward to. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Is Arsenal going to get another W on us, or is Chelsea going to get redemption for the FA Cup final? We will have to wait and see, but we got the panel here to discuss the game right now. I've got Cheekysport. Joel, how you doing?
What's going on, man? I like
Robbie,
how you mentioned the FA Cup is still in the back of your mind. I like that. I like it.
I think that's what's kept Arteta in the job for so long as well.
Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true.
Robbie, as well, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. And obviously, to make sure I'm not completely outnumbered, I got Ian with me, bro.
What's going on, Geese?
Yeah, what are you saying? You looking forward to today? Well, Saturday.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity for us to really stake a claim of where we should be.
All right, nice. Well, guys, before we start this video, as usual, if you guys haven't done so already, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and smash that bell notification button as well to be the first guy to know whenever we release any new content. And now, without further ado, let's go straight into the Arsenal versus Chelsea preview. And guys, massive high in August, winning the FA Cup, Mikel Arteta on top, Aubameyang on top, but it hasn't been the same for you guys since then. Joel, I'm going to go to you first. Easy question. What has happened since the start of the season?
Blues Fans TV, you tell me, is it me or does Lewis talk as if he's above air? You know what I mean? I've been saying it as if he's just above air. You know what, yeah? It hasn't been great because I think it was all okay until the 1st of November, until that Man United game. You know, after that Man United game, everyone was praising us. Oh, Arsenal, Thomas Partey, you saw Robbie dancing. Everything was good. Do you know what I mean? Everything was good. The F2 freestylers were out, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was all good. But then, since then, the form has been diabolical, and I never knew there could be such a turn. Supporting Arsenal, as we have done in our lifetime, Robbie, I could have never imagined seeing such a horrible run. And it feels like there's been more games than there usually are as well. So it's just been loss after loss. Well, no wins, do you know what I mean? Mostly losses. You're like, wow. And it's been a terrible time. That loss against Man City, I thought we were, as strange as it sounds, I thought we were going to be able to nick a win because I thought, now, you know what, Arteta, yeah, we haven't been good, but he's got a good record in the Cup. But the way we got obliterated, it just it confirmed to me that our confidence is at an all-time low. No Aubameyang, possibly no Martinelli. I can't lie, man. It's not looking pretty still. Is that what you wanted? Yeah?
I just wanted to answer, but that did make me feel a lot better inside. So, yeah, cool. Robbie, let's talk about Arsenal's situation right now because it definitely isn't looking pretty for you guys. But it is a very speculative question. I do understand. I'll throw that disclaimer out. But do you think that right now there's too much for Mikel Arteta to overcome, or do you think there's still the potential that he could try and turn this around given time?
Well, listen, they're going to back him, they're saying. Although, I don't know, man, if we lost to Chelsea and we lose to the next game after that, thanks to Brighton, it becomes very difficult because, like Joel said, I've never seen this. This is, I mean, in particular, the amount of games we've lost at home. You know, home has always been, even when we've been going through rough times, we always do well at home.
Yeah, that's always a big thing for you guys. It's always hard going.
We'll go away and get peppered against a team away, but then that team will come home and play us at the Emirates, and they won't beat us, or it'll be a close game. We used to losing maybe 1-2 games a season at the Emirates, and this season our form at the Emirates has been horrendous. So it's a really difficult question to answer because I just do not. I think there's so many problems at the club at the moment. I think all of what you're seeing here has been coming for a long time at Arsenal. There's been things bubbling up. The fans have been talking about it for ages. People criticise the fans. Oh, you guys, you always moaning. But we've seen this coming for a long time. It's not been organised right. We held on to Arsene Wenger for way too long. He was a great manager, but we held on for him for too long. Poor recruitment.
Some people are saying that we should have kept Wenger.
No. We held on to. My thing is, right, when Wenger was there, he was such a great manager, but you could see he was on the wane now, right? Where we needed to be ruthless, Klopp was available, Pep was available.
At one point, Pep,
we're supposed to be moving for those guys. Whether we get them or not is another matter. But as I feel that at that time, it should have been we should be sounding out those guys to bring them in to take over from him. We didn't do that. We kept him in way too long, and then these problems have been coming. Average players that we've got at Arsenal, some of them that get talked up all the time like they're some top players, where they're not. And I think now we're seeing that. We're seeing that, and then we've got a very inexperienced manager who's having to manage that, manage all the problems behind the scenes. During the lockdown, we heard about the redundancies and all these problems, and it's come home to roost.
But Robbie, I know this is you.
Go for it.
I just got to say that all these players that we're talking about that are supposedly not top players, when we were whooping Chelsea's arse in the FA Cup final,
They still weren't top players.
Those guys were looking good though.
No.
Oh, so sorry.
It's cool.
Hold on.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, days.
It's like behind the scenes stuff
Yeah.
and everything.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
listen.
Those players, when we were whooping
some of them-
Chelsea, those players were looking good.
Some of them are top players. Some of them are top players. Aubameyang's a top player. But I've been saying for a couple of seasons, we've been too reliant upon one guy. Right? Take him out of the team. We've been very lucky. He's been hardly ever injured. And he, if you give him a chance, he'll deliver. Dug us out so many times. Leno's dug us out so many times. Over the past few seasons, we've been reliant on those few players. Now it's come home to roost. Aubameyang's been off form. Leno was out injured, came back. And now it's just all falling apart. And what the team needs is more quality. It's as simple as that. So, however, you never know with Arsenal. We could pull off a result because nobody expected us. Remember, we didn't finish off last season well either in the league. We've come 8th.
No, but I'm sure the confidence was a lot higher before then.
No,
Because it was
I thought-
Arteta's only lost 2 games.
No.
going into cup
If
final
you
and
remember,
everything.
right, people were saying, it wasn't that people were not looking at Arteta and we could see that the players are not good enough. But we're looking at Arteta and saying, he's doing a good job. He's steadying the ship. He's getting rid of some of the, you can see
Cup
his
runs were
intentions
good.
to get rid of some of the dead wood, right? But the league, let's be real, that was our worst ever league finish in the Premier League last season. So that weren't good enough. We would have been out of Europe had it not have been for winning the FA Cup. Nobody expected us to beat City in the semi-final, we did it. Nobody expected us to beat Chelsea in the final, we did it. He went away and he got good wins at Wolves and places like that where we always get beat. So you started to see signs, went into the summer, a couple of good signings in Partey and Gabriel, who I think they are going to be top signings for Arsenal, but we need more. And there's a lot of players in that squad that need to go. Some of them will go because... Merry Christmas, man.
Sorry.
Some of them will go because they're nearing the end of their contracts, like your Ozils and your Mustafis and, Kolasinac and loads of them. At the end of the season, those players will move on. It's whether Mikel Arteta can get to the end of the season because this form is horrific.
This form is legendary.
It's horrific. I mean, I've never, 8 games we've lost.
Sam Allardyce is talking smack at the moment, No.
Yeah, I saw his comments
Sam
today.
Allardyce was just like, of course we're rivals with Arsenal. They haven't won a game since.
No, but that's not smack. That's reality.
But he said it
That's
with
reality,
a smug.
and-
He was
and-
saying it with a smug.
Yeah, but
tone.
I mean, Sam Allardyce, there was no bounce with him last week, so I don't know what he's running up his mouth about.
I love it. I've got to, Robbie. I love it. I've got
But
to.
the thing is, where I would agree with him is that we are in a relegation dogfight at the moment, unless we can go on a run, because it is a mad season as well.
Every time I
Yeah.
see you say that on your channel, Robbie,
No, but it's just the
it
truth.
drives me mad. Like you
people-
say that, you be like, "We are in a relegation." I'm like, Robbie, do you have to
If
say
you
that
don't,
like that?
let me tell you something, right? In life, right? If you
Yeah.
don't recognise a problem, if you don't recognise a problem, then that problem gets on top. Then you're in trouble. Recognise the real. At this moment in time, Arsenal are in a relegation dogfight. We're only 3 or 4 points above the relegation zone. Don't get me wrong. A few wins and we could be right up mid-table. It's
But
a weird.
Fulham are
it's a
playing well
weird-
as well, though. That's the problem. Fulham are now playing well.
It's a weird season. Leicester in second place lost 5 games. Have you ever seen that at this stage?
Yeah. No.
But we got to start winning, and you never know with Arsenal, man. We could turn up against Chelsea.
You never know. You say that, but you don't sound convinced.
No, because I've not seen much evidence of it this season. I've seen little spurts, but you never know. Arsenal are the type of team that could turn up against Chelsea. I mean, I wish we had a full house in there with the fans and stuff like that. I'd have much more confidence in going into the game. You got and in Chelsea, I've looked at Chelsea. They've had a weird. 1 minute they're hot.
Yeah.
1 minute they're like.
Yeah,
they've been a bit strange as well.
We were doing a combined 11 on Aftv, guys. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. But just to pick 3 in midfield, the only thing I'm going to say is that we did 4-3-3. Just to pick 3 in midfield, it wasn't that easy. You know what I mean?
Our midfield's been shocking.
Yeah.
I think that's been where the main problems have been this season. Without Thomas Partey, he was brilliant when he played against United. That was our last win, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? I'm in the league. Right?
That's mad.
We've been shocking. The midfield, I think, is the big problem at Arsenal.
You're not feeling Ceballos?
No.
You know, one thing I will say, and I'm not like generally not trying to take the piss. I remember in years gone by where you always knew 2 centre forwards for whatever club. You always knew the 2 centre midfielders. It was like the same starting 11 pretty much week in, week out. I genuinely could not tell you what Arsenal's 2 centre midfielders starting combination is. I've got no idea, and this is the thing. I think, you know, Arsenal again, they're a big side. They're not going. I don't agree with you. They're going to be in a relegation dogfight and whatever, but.
No, we're in it. We won't go down.
Yeah, you are.
I don't think we'll go down
I
because, you know, I mean, we can't be allowed to happen. But, you know, at this moment in time, we've got to recognise that, you know,
when you say it, Robbie. You know,
we are where we are, man. I mean,
I feel like
I'm a reality guy.
I feel like that's like the video title, like, you know, Arsenal relegation dogfight. Like,
It's Sammy doing the title.
you know, I just think to myself, Robbie, you can't.
Reality, bro.
Nah, I know what you're saying where we are, but we're not in a. You can't say dogfight because there's teams.
Maybe dogfight's the wrong word.
Yeah, like because dogfight is, you know, like when Alan Shearer brought Newcastle down, but they could have been saved last game of the season. That's dogfight. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What we're in a very bad position.
Fair play. It's too early to say dogfight, but at the moment we are in relegation form.
Yeah,
we are in relegation problems, right? And if we don't recognise that, that's what happened to Leeds all them years ago when they start thinking they're too good to go down, right? We've got to get our act together, and we've got to get our act together fast. I'm looking at the games coming up, right? Apart from the Chelsea game, they're winnable games there, but we've got to win them. If we could get a win against Chelsea, I think, because I do, despite there being a lot of players in that team that are mediocre, I do feel that it's compounded by a lack of confidence. There's players there that are on the floor confidence-wise. A win against a Chelsea could lift that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
No, I think it would lift it.
I think it would
lift it a lot if you beat Chelsea.
London derby as well.
And
I can see that.
You know, they got to just look at the FA Cup and say to themselves, nobody expected us to win that. I think people forget. You know, I look at, as I keep saying, right, if you look at the end of the season. Remember, we came back after lockdown, we lost to City, then we followed it up with a loss to Brighton.
That was mad.
And, you know, people, you know... and
it was that City game that really picked us up. Do you know what I mean? After that, we thought we could
The semi-final.
Semi-final.
There was 2 games, a quarter-final against Sheffield United, we went away there. A lot of people thinking,
You got turned around at the end, wasn't it? 2 late goals.
And then the City game. And then all of a sudden, confidence. That's what I'm saying. So,
genuine question, do you ever think that Arsenal get into this like false sense of security and you get like these 1 or 2 big wins and you think, oh my God, we're all right here, and actually it just papers over these ginormous cracks that unfortunately...
I think that's been happening at Arsenal and Man United.
Oh yeah, there's a few
obviously
clubs.
People might argue and say the opposite for Man United now because it looks pretty, but the truth is I feel like Ollie's 3 losses away from everyone saying, oh, Poch is coming in.
Yeah.
So... you know, that's what I reckon on that side. I think with Chelsea, we've all been talking Arsenal. With Chelsea, I think you guys, you've done okay. You know, I think Lampard's like a steady manager. Like, I don't know if he's going to be the one. I like Frank Lampard, you know, as a player, and I like what he stands for his club. But in regards to, is he the one that's going to bring all the big boy trophies home, the league, the Champions League? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, you can't get too attached thinking, oh, it's Frank Lampard, he's the club legend. Because as we said again in the Aftv vid that you need to go check out, Roman Abramovich, he is a different animal.
Yep.
And there could be someone that pops out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And you guys won't even remember who Frank Lampard's name. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair, when we won the Champions League in 2012, I did not expect Di Matteo to be the manager that would bring it over.
No, but then guess what happened to him?
3
6 months later,
he was out the door,
he was out. So I reckon in regards to you guys, he's going to be looking for trophies. He's going to be looking for something because if not, if he does stay on, it will probably be like the for the start of next season, he's really going to have to deliver, man, because one or two of the players that you guys have got, it's not working at the moment.
All right, cool. So just to round this off, we'll go for score predictions around the table. Seeing as it's just on the ones, we'll go with you, Ian, first.
I still think we'll beat you 2-0. I still generally think we'll beat you 2-0. I think that you've got a chance, and as again, any game of football, anyone's got a chance, and you've got ability, you've got the players that go, hit an absolute screamer or whatever it be. But I think the game's going to be... Oh, yeah. Xhaka, to be fair. Xhaka, to be fair, could hit one. Yeah, I know. But I didn't even know he played in the start 11.
For years, though. Yeah, he hit a screamer since we used to say...
He's due one. He's due one. That's the thing. No, I think Arsenal, I have to give credit. They are a decent side. Maybe not at the moment to their absolute max, but you've got the ability to go and beat anyone. Even last night when you lost to City, there was a time in that game I thought, do you know what, I could give them a proper game here. And I think if you can keep yourself in a position to potentially even nick a draw or even go and get a winner, the game's on. We have to go and take the lead early, and I think we have to get a second goal as well midway through. Otherwise, I think it's iffy territory.
All right, cool.
You ain't been
Cheekysport,
watching
Joel, what
us
about you?
still. Nah, you know what, yeah? I reckon I can say, I would have said a 2-2 draw, but I feel like your defence is way too tight these days. So I'll probably go for a 1-1 draw, man. That's me, trying to have faith in my team. Do you know what I mean? 1-1 draw, random Lacazette goal like in the League Cup. Yeah, that's it.
I think, I said 2-1 before. I think I am sort of leading with my heart because my head tells me
Nothing wrong with it.
Right. The big loss is if Aubameyang's out, which it looks like he will be. Martinelli might be in.
Yeah.
Which would be a big
that would
plus.
be a big thing.
But there are some, there's players like Martinelli, Saka. You know what I mean? These are players that as I say, they've got to put in a big performance. But is it going to be too far for them? Because if you look at the two teams quality-wise, you can't say that we're better than Chelsea. We know we're not at this moment in time. But you never know, man. It's Christmas, man. We might get a present.
Hey!
I hear that. Well, guys, this is the end of the preview for Arsenal versus Chelsea. Guys, I'd like to thank you all for jumping on with us today. If you guys enjoyed this content, you want to see more, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, please check out my personal channel, Carefree Lewis G, if you guys haven't done that as well. And we'll see you guys on Saturday for the big one. Guys, have a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you on Boxing Day. Take care, and up the Chelsea.